Okay, we're going to have a look at another video today, and this time we're going to be trying to have either a place double or a place treble based upon the prices of the horses. So in the discussion we've talked about the $1.50 place chance. So the idea here, we're going to try to find 2 or 3 of those horses at each of these meetings. So the first thing to do, you need to run the scratchings. Okay, the scratchings are finished, so that's all good to go. So we want to have a quick look and see what these meetings look like. So we've got an Albury meeting where the track is a heavy 8 and the weather is overcast. Basically, this is not the meeting we want to be trying to work a place double or treble on, a few hours before the meeting. The next meeting is Aquas Bow Desert, soft 5, weather fine, rail in the true. So we could do this meeting. Sports bet Pakenham, generally the synthetic. We really don't know what's going to happen on those depending on the day. Showery weather, so give that one a miss. And the other one is Tari, where it's a good 4. The rail is out a little bit, so that makes it a bit complicated. But again, we're only looking for place bets, in this case around $1.50. So let's run through it very quickly to try to find our horses without doing a great deal of work. So first up, race 1 is no good. There's only 7 starters, so we run third, no divvy, so give that one a miss. Race 2, look at the worksheet, we sort it. The 2 favourites in the race are down in the market, so in other words we don't want those, and they're fairly short anyway, so we'll give race 2 the miss as well. It does have over 100 starts though, so you could do some form on this race, but we're just looking for a quick solution here. Race 3, it's got all these first starters in it, so again it's not a race you would be rushing to bet on, and it's only got 36 starts. Race 4, same thing, it's only got 20 starts, so it's really not much good for anything in terms of finding it early in the day. Race 5, 143 starts. It's a Class 1 maiden, so in other words this is for horses that are either a maiden or they've won a Class 1. We'll have a look and see. In this, the 2 favourites are at the top of the market. $3.21 Desmos, 2,000 metres, Class 1. He had a bad barrier. He's got a better barrier. He does have 3 weeks off though, which is a concern. But anyway, for the exercise, we'll take Desmos as our first wager. Race 6 is a Class 2, so having a look again, sorting through the market. We've got the $2.40 favourite on top, which is going to have a slightly less than $1.50 dividend. Looking at his form, he's a bit of a leader over 1,200 metres. He's only won a maiden last start. It doesn't have a rating in this case. It's got a 64 though for, no, it's a 3-year-old set weight, not a maiden. And so we can't be taking that one. Let's move on to race 7. Here we have 2 $2.50 favourites, neither of which are at the top of the betting. So basically we've only been able to find one selection for this meeting. We can't find a double. Alright, moving on to the next one. Bow Desert. Race 1, we've got 95 starts, that's close enough to 100. Sorting the market, we only have bolters at the top. The $4 chance here is the one we're interested in looking at. Sir XB certainly doesn't have form that you would be rushing to say you'd want to get onto, so we give him a miss. Race 2, we have the $2.50 favourite on top. He's got form in a 54, he's back to a 51, he had 53.5, he's only got 54. It's 1,400 metres, 21 days off, he's stepping up to 1650. It's not a formula that we'd be rushing to get onto. He did run second of 6 at Bow Desert before in a slightly stronger race, but only in a field of 6. So again, not something you want to be jumping on in terms of your place certainty. On to race 3. 2,450 metre race, so it's quite a long distance race. Got a $2 favourite and a $5 second favourite. So if we have a look at the $5 second favourite, he's back from Doomben. He's coming from a 67 with 57 kilos on a soft 7 onto a soft 5 now, back to a 59. So he's down a little bit in class, but he's gone from 57 and up to 60 and a half, and from barrier 10 with 24 days off. Do you seriously want to take this horse as your best place bet? Seriously, definitely not. Moving on to race. We have one of these races where there's a really short price favourite, and then we've got another second top pick, $3.50. She has reasonable form going into this race and is a bit of a leader, back from 1400 back to 1100. Not again something you'd be rushing to get onto. Chances are this one will run a place 3 weeks off as well. Leave this one also. Race 5. Here we have the second top pick. Second in the market. He's run second last start over 1350 at Warwick in a 54. He's going up slightly in class to a 58, but he's dropping from 61 down to 55. So this is one of the ones we could take. So we will be taking Test of War and our place double, treble. So far we haven't managed to get a place double, but you can only bet on what you have. You can't make it up. You can't create a place double. Sir Piccolo has been racing well. Another one coming from that Warwick meeting. Beaten 3 lengths, 57 and a half. He's down a half. He's got a good barrier. 15 days off. Slightly down in class. Ran okay. This is the sort of horse you could see running a place. So we'll take this one as our second leg of our place double. Or treble. Let's see if we find another one. The last race, 8 starters. So there's a minimum number that we have. Nothing's featuring in the top few picks. We're Broken Heroes, a $3 chance. But he's first up, so do we really want to do that one? Leadership spill's too short. It could ease out. Let's have a quick look at leadership. Moving from a 70 back to a 65. He had 59. He's 59 and a half, so he's slightly better off in terms of class. 10 days off and a reasonable barrier. So you can see this horse running well. He's got a win in a class 3. 57 and a half, so he's not that bad in the race. You can see this one running a place. If you desperately needed to take a third pick, Andrew Mallion's a good rider. If you were desperate to get a treble, you could take this one at Bow Desert. Alright, that's the end of this video. We'll see how these selections perform at the end of the day.